Hey guys, how you doing? This is Benjamin with Benjamin Exotics, and in this video today, we're going to be looking really quickly. I'm just going to give you guys a quick tip on how to make a cheap but reliable, very strong, very sturdy, very, all around good hide for your ball pythons. And this is a hide that is designed not only to be very easy to clean, it's not one of those wood hides where you gotta scrub them, you gotta worry about the wood, getting wet and starting to mold, and it's not like one of those fancy rock ones where you gotta try to get inside the hide, and it's just not easy. We're using a simple Sterilite tub. There's also another way you could do this. If you didn't want to have the bottom, you could just take a plastic pot, melt it in half from the dollar store, and you have a hide like that. But for me at least, I like to have my hides be all the way around. So if I want to, when they go into shed, if I don't want to have to spray down the cage, I can just get this a little bit wet. They'll go in there, shed, and have a perfect, shed and everything. Now, they don't need to have too much humidity, ball pythons, for shedding, but a little bit does help, of course. So, first of all, just get your container size. Make sure that your snake can fit in it nicely. This is going to be for about 1,000 to 1,600 gram ball python. Could go a little bit bigger, but this is about the max you'd want to go for about 1,600 gram ball python. And they're just going to sit in here, and I'll show you guys how we're going to make this look safe and everything. And it's going to be like basically $1. So to make this, all you guys need is a good, I would advise a locking lid container, or one that at least snaps down like this so your snake isn't going to be able to really push it off too easily. Some paper towel and a soldering iron. That's it. So first thing we have to do is pick your container size. It's pretty obvious. Just pick a container that your snake can fit in comfortably. Then we have to figure out how big you want our hole to be in terms of, how the snake's going to get into this hide. You could do the hole on the top or the hole on the side. I'm going to do it in the side for this video because my tubs are not very tall that I keep my snakes in, so they won't really have room to go through the top, so we're going to do it in the side. And if we're doing it in the side, one thing I advise you guys not to do is you don't want to take this rim off of one of the sides, because the problem if you take this rim off is you're going to lose a lot of integrity to the stability of the tub, and also, especially if you do it on one of these sides with these clamps, just like that, your clamp is not going to be able to go down, so your snake's just going to push this off like nothing. So we want to leave that up there. Now, depending on how big your snake is, all we're going to do is just stick the soldering iron in, just like that, stick it in, and then just slowly move it around and make a square or circle, whatever shape you want. And the reason we're going to use a soldering iron is because you could use a knife or something like that, but normally when you use a knife, you'll crack the tubs if you're not really careful, and knives normally leave some pretty sharp edges, where these edges are all, very smooth, and not really smooth, but very, I guess they're just not sharp, so you're not going to have any problems with your snakes scratching themselves using this method. You could use a knife, but you're going to crack the tubs more, and if you have one of these on hand, it's just the best thing to use. So these Sterilite tubs, for your, for the biggest ball python you'd ever need, you'd probably just go up here and then down. But since we're not doing it for a huge ball python, we're just going to do this little square right here. Now, I already kind of pre-drilled it out, as you guys can see, so all I have to do now, I have the easy work. I did this because I only have one hand with the camera, is just come in here, and my soldering iron is really nice, so it has a light on it. And just like that, melt it off. Now we have a perfect hole that our ball pythons can go in. We take the access out, just like this, the access little piece that we had into the side. Throw that away, hopefully in a trash can, but if you don't have one on hand, well, what you gonna do? And then the way I do it, and a way that's pretty effective, not only does this make your ball python feel safe, but if you're gonna spray this down, it just makes the humidity get boosted so much better than just, having one paper towel in there. And the way I do it is we're going to take, of selected size at least, if you have, the other ones, you're going to have to use just 2 normal size paper towels, but of the selected size, the way I do it is I put one here and one here. And you might say, well, when you put that in, these are going to fold over and they're just going to fall down anyways, right, when the ball python knocks them over. It is a possibility if they're able to pull them out, but the way I do it is I put them right here. We're going to fold these guys over the side on both sides, and then fold this guy over, kind of like that. And I'll set you guys down for a quick second as I put the lid on and make sure everything's folded over real good. You guys can probably, I don't know if you can see me doing this right now, but you just want to make sure that your sides are folded over pretty good so the snake won't be able to pull them out. And then we're just going to take our lid, pop the lid right up on there, and there you guys go. If you wanted to, you could just literally, cut the hole and flip this container upside down to take the lid off, but I think this way holds humidity the best. As you can see, not only if you spray this down is there going to be, moisture on the sides of the thing and on the bottom, but the snake's going to feel more secure. And the only places that he can actually feel exposed are from that side and on this side. And you could do something to the back if you wanted, using just normal Sterilite container. Now, I didn't want to drag this video out too long, but before we end, I will show you guys one really quick thing. I'll show you this tub, or this, hide in action. Let's go up here. And right in here, this is the thing in action. This girl is off feed right now, so I put a hide in with her because I figured it'd, help her get used to eating. If we can move this tub over, just like this, go in. Oh, where'd the snake go? Open it, just like that. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like the channel, please subscribe. Hopefully this tip helps you guys out. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.